I need to cross my leg for this one. Come back. Where are you going to? You've heard that it is how I started my YouTube channel with nothing, and you're already thinking, it's for YouTubers alone. It's not just for YouTubers. Even if you're an entrepreneur or you're a business person, you will actually learn from this story. So don't go anywhere. Yes, you that you're about to tap out, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to Derahjane's channel. I missed you guys. Sorry for not putting out content last week. I had issues with my camera, if you guys noticed from the previous video, so I had to get it fixed and come give you guys some content. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and drop a comment. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. My G's for life. I got you guys. I don't know if I've given you guys, if I need to cross my leg for this one. Yes, I need to be more relaxed for this video because it is a different type of video from the usual type of videos. This story is about how I started my YouTube channel with nothing. Stay to the end of the video, okay? YouTube actually with nothing at all. I didn't have a good phone, I didn't have light, I didn't have any aesthetic background. The only thing I had was a camera I got when I was in school, I think 200 level, because I wanted to learn photography. That camera was big. It's not something that was really mobile like that, but I just had to like manage it because I didn't have any choice. So I remember how I used to stack books together. I would literally stack books together to put my camera because then I had no tripod stand. I didn't even have funds to want to get a tripod stand. I can remember my first intro. Thinking about it now is even cringe. So I can remember my first, if you guys watch my first YouTube video, I'm going to leave it here.
It was good.
You guys would see how bad that video was, but it was a friend of mine that encouraged me. It's such a pity that we're no longer close. It was that person that pushed me to start a YouTube channel. I didn't know what I wanted to do on this platform. I just knew I just needed a means where I could express how I felt or communicate with people. Even though I'm into my phone's camera, I know that people are going to listen to me through my camera's lens. Do you understand? And she was just like, oh, why don't you do YouTube? And in my head, I'm like, I don't really have the equipment. Like, I literally didn't have anything. For almost a year, I did not use a tripod stand. Like, for almost a year, I did not use a tripod stand. I remember stacking textbooks, all these big textbooks, like biology books, mathematics, English, all those textbooks. I'll just keep stacking them, so that they can give me that height and I can put my camera on it and shoot. It was a whole lot. Now, again, I was in an Android phone, but the camera was bad. People know Techno Spark. I used that phone tire. Even if I wanted to use the back camera, it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to manage my camera while I get money to get a better phone. As far as that, there was no lights, guys. Like, I literally didn't have any lights, even sunlight. Today, guys, I'm shooting this video with sunlight and I'm sure you guys can see how nice and popping the video is. That is what natural sunlight can do to your video. When I started YouTube, where I was staying before, my room had just one window and it was so small. It was like so compressed that there's no space. It was just a whole lot. I just kept shooting this video with the intent of people watching it regardless of how it looked. But we did that. We did that. So that was for the light. Third thing, I didn't have a nice aesthetic background, even though my background is not what I want now. I know time will tell, but it's even better than where I was before. Our room was painted green. Remember what I used to use as my background? I would use, there was this foam that had one plain side. So I can remember when I used to just spread that side at the back of my door so that it can serve as my background. You guys, I'll put a video here so you guys will see it, or a screenshot or anything so you guys will see it. That thing is actually a foam. It's a foam where you can sleep on, but the back side is plain. So I will just hang it there and use peg. I will use peg and peg it to my curtain then, and that's what will serve as my background. Guys, I used to shoot video and I would sweat, I would take break because there was no ventilation coming in. I didn't even have money to get mic that time, so I'm like, if I should turn on the fan, let's say there was lights, if I should turn on the fan, all because that fan, they always make noise, all the noise will just be going into the video. I might not even be able to hear what I was saying, so it was just a whole lot. Now that's for the background. Then with time, and I said, you know what, I don't think I like this thing I'm using. So I now said, okay, let me get a wallpaper that I can put in my room, at least make it a bit aesthetic. I did that, and still after one or two videos, I wasn't feeling the vibe. I'm like, this thing is too, it's just somehow. Like, I already had an idea of how I wanted my videos to look, but I wasn't there yet. Guys, I kept trying and trying. Not until I was able to save money and I got my first ring light. That was a 10 inches ring light. And I was so happy because I was just like, finally, at least I have a ring light. Even though it was 10 inches and it wasn't going to illuminate everywhere, but I was like, at least it's a step. So now we have a light, but we still don't have a tripod stand. So I was still stacking books together to give me that height that served as a tripod stand. It was so stressful using that camera because I literally could not even see what was happening in front. I have to record myself, go back to the camera, check if it was positioned well, come back, adjust it, check. There was nobody that was there to even help me to say, okay, you are in focus, you are this, okay, you should do like this, you should adjust a bit to the right, adjust a bit to the left. There was nobody. I was like the only one doing all those things. It was so overwhelming, I almost gave up, but I still kept going because I knew where I was going to. What's the essence of all these things I've been saying here is that, be it you a YouTuber, be it you being a business person, be it you being a student, no matter what you do, just start with whatever you have and to eventually pay off. If you're a YouTuber, just start. Just start with something and just trust the process. If you're a student, obviously, when you're consistent in reading, you would obviously come out with good grades. And as a business person, once you just keep putting yourself out there, people will definitely find you. If there's anything you have to live with from this video, it is number one, don't give up. Number two, be consistent. Number three, whatever you do, celebrate your baby steps. It will push you to do better and to do more. Number four, once you visualize what you want to achieve, take those steps for it to become reality. And number five, always have it in mind that success is different for everybody. Don't be envious of anybody. Just because this person is doing better than you now start looking down on yourself or start being envious of that person. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, drop a comment saying you learned one or two things from this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Bye.